Hey everyone, Leroy here with the first employee interview of 2025. And I happen to be sitting here with Stephanie Apostolou, who is our new Chief Legal and Sustainability Officer. Steph, why don't you just introduce yourself to everybody? I think most people probably know you and who you are and what you do, but still, why don't you give a little bit of a background for everybody?
Sure, sure. So I am a native Pittsburgher. I grew up here. I have one brother, one sister, both older. I have a husband, no kids. We met in college. We both went to Notre Dame. Many of you probably know I'm an obnoxious Notre Dame fan.
That is true. Very obnoxious Notre Dame fan.
And I am proud of them this season, despite the loss to Ohio State. I've worked at Koppers now since 2011, sorry, time flies. I'm kind of a big nerd, as you can see.
What are those, by the way? They're disturbing looking, actually.
That's my Funko collection.
Okay.
They're kind of bobbleheads, a tribute to all of the movies, TV I watch.
So Steph, you mentioned you've been here since 2011, and you've just taken on a bigger role. Mm-hmm. So tell everybody a little bit about your career path since you've come on board.
Sure. Yeah. Well, actually, my undergrad degree was in finance and French. Okay. I got a job at a law firm by the name of Reed Smith. Yeah. Reed Smith did work for Koppers at the time. I had, with a finance background, knew I wanted to be a corporate lawyer, right? I wanted to sort of do deals, help companies grow and get things done. So I'm kind of, unfortunately not the exciting lawyer you see like charge into court and save people's lives. So I worked on the corporate side at Reed Smith for 5 years. I did some work for Koppers there. I helped with the rail joints acquisition there, and I helped with Koppers security filings there. Okay. And then, getting to know the in-house legal team at Koppers at the time, including Steve Lacey, my predecessor. He said, "Do you want to come work for Koppers?" And I said, "Sure." And, I learned that several things about myself and several things about Koppers. Yeah. One was that I learned that, my knowledge of the law was kind of like this much. Yeah. And coming to Koppers, my knowledge of the law had to become this much. Yeah. Because, there are, at a law firm, you only deal with, kind of really special issues. And a company like Koppers has issues, all over the world.
So I mentioned at the top of this that you've taken on some new responsibilities. You're now Chief Legal and Sustainability Officer, moving up from General Counsel and Secretary. You still hold the Secretary role, but a lot more responsibility, right? You used to have responsibility for all of legal, you still do, but now you have zero harm, you have sustainability, product stewardship, all that, risk management, strategy, a lot thrown at you. You've been at it now for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. How's it going so far?
Well, so far so good. Okay. I'm surviving. Everyone's got all their digits and toes in place still, so I think it's going okay. It's a big challenge. It's a new challenge. Yeah. There's a lot to learn. I have obviously huge shoes to fill. Leslie and Joe, everybody knows how successful they were, what great organizations they built, and sort of a path they set for in both those organizations. The delightful thing to me that I've learned in just 2 weeks is there were wonderful teams supporting Leslie and Joe.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're still here. I'm getting to know them. Yeah. I am always, impressed and just delighted at the capable, kind, smart people we have at Koppers. Yeah. I knew that in legal. Now I'm getting to learn it in all these other organizations. Yeah. I have a big legacy to live up to, which Leslie and Joe have set in both those organizations, but I feel totally supported from the top down in sort of keeping that culture going.
Yeah. And as you already said, the bottom up too, right? So I think that's good. Years ago, you served as the inaugural president for Link Women, our employee resource group there. Now you're executive sponsor for Link Up. Professional development, obviously important to you. Can you comment on that, speak to that?
It's really important, I think, to make connections with your colleagues and to enjoy your time together, right? because that's life, and you gotta have some fun at work, right?
Yeah.
Not take yourself too seriously, but do a good job and have fun while you're doing it. And so I think ERGs are a great opportunity to connect and to really build a team.
Yeah. Okay, Steph, I grilled you enough. Now we'll go to the fun part and give you your fast five here, okay? So, all right, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, what TV show are you currently hooked on or that you never get tired of watching?
I watch a lot of TV.
Hard to choose.
The latest show that I was like obsessed with was called Slow Horses. It's on Apple TV.
Okay.
So good. I highly recommend it.
That's the one?
Yeah. But there's like so many shows that I watch.
All right. So we're on.
Okay.
Everyone else, you can send an email.
If anybody
to her.
needs a
She'll give you-
recommendation
yes,
or
there you
wants
go.
to give a recommendation.
What's your favorite way to spend a day off?
Just spending time with my family, any way possible. Yeah.
What's your go-to takeout food?
I always crave Italian.
Yeah.
Like pasta, pizza.
Okay.
I think my body craves carbs. Yeah.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
I remember my dad was driving me to the bar exam, and I was so scared. I thought I was like, I'm gonna lose it. And my dad just grabbed my hand and said, "Chill out, kid. It's not Omaha Beach." So
That'll put it into perspective.
right. So he put it into perspective. You know what I mean? Like you can do it. Calm down.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that stuck with me.
Advice.
Yeah.
Great advice. Last quick one. What's your most favorite Funko?
Okay, so actually this is really self-centered and I'm embarrassed. There's a lot of good ones. Indiana Jones, Marty McFly. But the most special one
is
me.
the Stephanie.
Is
The
me,
Stephanie.
yeah.
There you go.
That's very self-centered.
You can apparently
But
get one made of yourself.
You can Funko
There you
yourself.
go.
And my
Awesome.
Kate Selowitz got this for me here, and it was the most thoughtful
nice.
gift I ever got.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Very
Well, thank
cool.
you, Stephanie, for spending the time with me and letting everybody get to know you a little bit better. Good luck in your new position. I know you'll do fantastic. For everybody out there, until the next time I see you, take care, everybody.